Good evening, everybody. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for the introduction, Angelo. And you know what? Thank you, Angelo, first of all, for supporting live music and having a live music venue. And you support all kinds of arts here, so thank you for that. That's really important. So let's hear it for Angelo for that. You know, it's very, very difficult, to find places now for musicians to perform. Especially ever since COVID, things have not come back 100%. So it's really cool to be here with all of you tonight. And just quickly, I kind of made a transition in my early days. I was an opera singer. I toured New England, Minnesota. It's all over the place, right? I used to hang out. My teacher was very good friends with Luciano Pavarotti, so I actually hung out with him a lot and stuff. So that was pretty cool. That was great. But then family comes along and things change. And some of you, I look around the room, know me because for 10 years I was at Green Spring Racket Club down in Lutherville. And so I did a lot of work down there and ran the whole big club, and that was fun. Made a lot of friends. And then this whole pandemic thing hit, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And I still have a friend with Connecticut Opera Company. She said, why don't you sing it? And I said, well, what would I sing? I'm not going to sing opera. I'm not going back there. But then I started doing research, and Barbara Cook and all these people, they made transitions from opera into jazz. And I thought, well, maybe I can do it. So I started coaching, and I actually went to Nashville to coach via Jam Kazam, because it was all the pandemic in Chicago. And then I realized I need to hook up with somebody like a great accompanist. And who was that? That was Anthony Puccetti. I mean, he is fantastic. Anthony has been with me over a year, always supporting me and helping me out with things. And, we have a good working relationship. And Anthony this isn't his only job, though. Anthony is actually a sergeant, right? In the United States Army Jazz Ambassador Program. So he travels all around the world, and he's their main accompanist. And so he does fantastic. He was in Scotland, so very, very impressed with him. So I have wonderful Anthony. And then on bass tonight, no, it's not just the guy. It's Sean Simon. I mean, Sean is super talented. He's originally from this area, right? Baltimore area? Delaware, yeah. But you live in Baltimore, right? And are you still teaching at Loyola? Yeah, so he teaches at Loyola, and he's extremely talented. So you'll hear his talents. He will be doing a solo tonight, a little bit, right? On one song, so that's really cool. So we're going to get started, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the program. But I want to sing already. You want to sing? All right, so let's get going. And I'll tell you after this. I'm not going to tell you the name of the song. I'm going to tell you more after, okay? I wished on the moon for something I never knew. Wished on the moon for more than I ever knew. A sweeter rose, a softer sky, an April day that would not dance away. I begged on the stars to throw me a beam or two. Wished on the stars and asked for a dream or two. I looked for every loveliness, it all came true. Wished on the moon for you. on the moon. Wished on the moon. Woo! I wished on the moon for all of you. Thank you, thank you. So we do have a theme tonight. You know, when I got this gig, I was thinking, man, you know, we need to do something, you know, for seasonal, autumnish, you know. And I was thinking, you know, what's autumn? I mean, you know, I'm not going to sing a bunch of Halloween songs. So what could I do? And then I thought, you know what reminds me of fall a lot are beautiful moons. You know, we go out walking in the crisp weather, and it's really nice. So I'll tell you something. I started going through material, and I realized, do you know, there are many, many, many songs with moon in the title, right? So this first set, every song is going to have moon in the title. So the first one, I guess you could guess, that was I Wished on the Moon. And the next one I'm going to sing for you is Moonlight Becomes You. But the first song I sang was actually from 1935. And Bing Crosby sang that in a movie called The Big Broadcast. But Moonlight Becomes You, I don't know if you remember this. It's a funny film. It was called Road to Morocco. And I'm on a Bing Crosby kick because he sang it in that movie. And that's from 1942. So we're going to do now for you, Moonlight Becomes You. Moonlight becomes you. It goes with your hair. You certainly know the right thing to wear. Moonlight becomes you. I'm thrilled at the sight, and I could get so romantic tonight. Dressed up to go dreaming. Now, don't tell me I'm wrong. And what a night to go dreaming. Mind if I tag along? If I say I love you, I want you to know. It's not just because there's moonlight, although moonlight becomes you so. Says, you know, you're all dressed up to go dreaming. And my outfit tonight, by the way, all of you are here. I have beautiful Rena. She owns Apricot Lane Boutique in Cockeysville, where I got this lovely outfit. And you know what? She's willing to give you all 15% off if you come in and shop at her little shop. And she's local. She's a local business. So thank you, Rena, for being a local business, and we'll try to support you too. And thank you for supporting me. That means a lot. So that's like 1942. In this, also what I'm trying to do tonight, we like to do something called jazz stylings, which is, we'll take different tunes and we put our own spin on it, but these songs are really mostly from the Great American Songbook in the first act. They're the older ones. But the second act, hold on to your seat, because we're going to go forward in time. We're going to beam forward there. So now we're going to do another fun one. It was actually originally written, the name was supposed to be If You Believed in Me. But actually, you know what? It's called, and I know you know this song, It's Only a Paper Moon, and we're going to do this pretty quick, right? Say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Yes, it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as funny as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Anthony is super on the keys, as well as Sean when he has his solo. So, guys, from my heart, you are fantastic. Now I'm going to sing a song from the 1944, and it's called Moonlight in Vermont. And the composer had gone to school in Bennington College in Vermont. And then, you know what, his travels took him to go live in California. But everybody says that he wrote this song because he has this time that he spent in Vermont. That's why it's called Moonlight in Vermont. And a lot of people might not realize this too. The lyrics are actually a haiku. Okay, so are you ready? Did you learn something? Pennies in a stream, fallen leaves of sycamore, moonlight in Vermont. hypnotized by the lovely evening summer breeze, warbling of a meadowlark, moonlight in Vermont. Thank you. Telegraph cables, they sing down the highway and travel each bend in the road. People who meet in this romantic setting are so hypnotized by the lovely evening summer breeze, warbling of a meadowlark, moonlight in Vermont. You and I and moonlight in Vermont. I'm going to Vermont. We could see the leaves and then we could stay to ski. That would be like my dream vacation. Now we're gonna go back in time again, 1933 for this song. I can't, it was amazing when you look these songs up and you realize they're pretty old, from 1933. And this was actually done with the Dorsey Brothers Orchestra, and it's called Moonglow by Benny Goodman. Here we go. It must have been Moonglow, way up in the blue. It must have been Moonglow that led me straight to you. I still hear you saying, dear one, hold me fast. And I keep on praying, Lord, please let this last. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. And now when there's Moonglow, way up in the blue, I'll always remember that Moonglow gave me you. Way up in the blue, I'll next song, 1947. It's called No Moon at All. But you know what? There's many arrangements in jazz, but you know what? There's a solo when Dinah Krall does this song. And I called Sean, and he said, Sean, could you do a solo at the beginning of this song? And then Anthony is going to take it off, and then I'll come in and eventually sing the song. But you know what? I'm excited because he's actually going to be bowing this, which not all jazz musicians does it as well as you, Sean. So I'm going to let you go. song. It's from the 40s. We're going to do it a pretty up-tempo, How High the Moon. And it was recorded by somebody, Les Paul and Mary Ford. And I went back to listen to their recording, and I thought, oh my gosh, it must be like, it was really moving fast. So, but we probably won't do it that fast, but like about 2 minutes. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, how near, how far. Somewhere there's heaven, it's where you are. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Into you will, how high the moon, how high the moon. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, how near, how far. Somewhere there's heaven, it's where you are. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Into you will, how still my heart, how you will, how still my heart. Into you will, how still my heart, how high the moon. Later. That was called How High the Moon. That was pretty high, that moon. Yes. Well, the next one, everybody's going to know this one, because this was from a famous musical, which, by the way, most American songbook songs are from some sort of musical. And this was Finny and Rainbow, which I couldn't believe again, 1947. And it's called Old Devil Moon. We're going to do a little boss off. Suddenly, something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. It's that old devil moon that you stole from the skies. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. You and your glance makes this romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night, breathing their light, can't hold a candle to your razzle dazzle. You got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride, full of butterflies inside. as a dove. Oh, devil moon, deep in your eyes, blinds me with love. I look at you and suddenly something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. It's that old devil moon that you stole from the skies. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. You and your glance makes this romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night blaze in their light, can't handle candle. To your razzle-dazzle youth got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, wanna croon, wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. You ready for the iconic moon song? You are? Well, now we're up to 1962. And this was written by Henry Mancini, although it wasn't his favorite. His favorite was actually that he wrote was Two for the Road. But I think this was probably up there too. But it's Moon River, right? And the famous Johnny Mercer wrote the lyrics. And I always like to tell people that, you know, Johnny Mercer was from Savannah, Georgia. And one time I went down there on a trip, and I went to this beautiful Savannah cemetery. I like to go to cemeteries. I don't know, I'm kind of weird. And there was the beautiful Savannah River. And you know what? I was thinking to myself, and when I was at the cemetery, he's buried there, by the way, Johnny Mercer. And I was looking out at that beautiful river, and I was wondering, I wonder if that was a big inspiration for those lyrics. And I think it was. And if it wasn't, well, too bad. It was a nice story, right? I'm kidding. Anyway, this was also featured in the beautiful, iconic film Breakfast at Tiffany's with the lovely Audrey Hepburn. So I'm going to try my best to do a good rendition for you all tonight. This is called kind of 11th hour ballad, right? It's slow, so I hope you enjoy it. song, the 11th hour battle, ballad. But we never end on that, like for a set. We gotta be upbeat. So what's the next big iconic song?
Fly me to the moon.
You got it, girlfriend. Yeah, Fly Me to the Moon, 1954. And you know, Frank Sinatra's 1964 version, do you realize this, was actually associated with all the Apollo missions. Was that kind of cool? I didn't even realize that. But anyway, we're going to do Fly Me to the Moon. We're going to pick it up. And then we're going to take a break and have that autumn cocktail, right? Here we go. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Come on, guys. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, oh, in other words, woo! In other words, I love you. Thank you.
Well, that was beautiful. Thank you, Janet.
Yeah.
Anthony, Sean. One more round.
This set is going to be songs more contemporary, right? And everything is going to have a fall theme. I'm into that, and Halloween and all that. So I love fall. Fall's my favorite season. But we're going to have somebody getting up in a little while singing in French. But this song was originally composed in French. The lyrics and well, the musician who composed it, the composer. And in English, and maybe she can yell out to me how it's pronounced in French, but autumn leaves.
Les feuilles mortes.
There,
The
you
dead
heard that?
leaves.
The dead leaves, correct. So I would never try to like butcher that in front of her. So, but then in English, guess who composed those lyrics? Does anybody know? You better know that. Johnny Mercer. Remember we just talked about him on Moon River? Yeah, he's a fabulous lyricist. So what we're going to do with this song is, I think I'm going to sing it kind of straight, and then we'll go into a bossa, and we'll finish on a bossa. and then slow it down again. Okay? I just love this song. It's beautiful. Love, falling leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the sunburned kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I'll miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall. The falling leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I'll miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall. But I'll miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to Connie, am I standing in the wrong place, or we're getting that feedback once in a while from the bass, the amplifier, I think. Okay. Okay, so 1972 this song is from, and I chose it because it's called This Masquerade. Now, this is a stretch for me, but I love this song. It's a good song, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I mean, and hope you'll like the way I do it. But I'm not necessarily R&B, but I'm going to try my best. Are we really happy here with this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say, searching but not finding understanding anyway. We're lost in a masquerade, both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try to understand the reasons that we carry on this way. We're lost in a masquerade. Do, 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 Mr. Anthony Duchetti, everybody. Both afraid to say we're just too far away from being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Thoughts of leaving disappear every time I see your eyes. No matter how hard I try to understand the reasons that we carry on this way. We're lost in a masquerade. Do 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 do. We're lost in a masquerade. Do 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 do. To understand the reasons that we're lost in a masquerade. We're lost in a masquerade. So now, without further ado, I'm going to bring up a fabulous singer. She does, I'm going to say you're like French cabaret. Is that okay? But she sings many things. She's multi-talented. She just did a show in New York. She appears all over Baltimore. Not only is she a good singer, she's my friend. And you know, when I started this journey, you know, she met me for coffee, and we're still meeting for coffee. And her wonderful name is Mariah Bonner, and she's agreed to do a French song for us this evening. And maybe someday she'll do a show here, because you know what, she's really kind of an expert in all the French cabaret music. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up my dear friend Mariah Bonner.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you. And this is a lovely venue. Nicely done. I like these lights. Not so sure about the refrigerator type temperatures. But hopefully the cocktail you had warmed you up. This is a song made famous by the great Edith Piaf. Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche. Voici le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, là j'irai pour la vie. Dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui Vous êtes merveilleux, c'est magnifique. These fellas are just great. Anthony and Sean, is it? Des nuits d'amour à plus finir, un grand bonheur qui prend sa place. Les ennuis, les chagrins s'effacent. Heureux, heureux à en mourir. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est
dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, me l'a juré pour la vie. Oh, et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Anthony. Janet, this has been a lovely evening, and I will pass the microphone back to you now. Let's hear it for Janet Paulson.
Again, Mariah, and you know, Edith Piaf was actually known, if I'm not mistaken, as the little songbird. I think that was what. And you know, you are a little songbird of Baltimore and now Baltimore County. Okay, next song I'm going to sing. We thought this was a fun, happy tune. It's by John Fogerty. It was made famous by Clearwater Revival. But unfortunately, the words, did you ever listen to the words? John Fogerty wrote these words, but it's about the apocalypse. And you know, I hate to say it, what's going on in the world right now, some of these words actually have me a little bit scared, especially like in Florida and all that with hurricanes and stuff. But here we go. I see a bad moon rising, yikes. I see troubles on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go around tonight in the crowd tonight, Jerry. And Jerry says to me, Janet, are you going to do that Moondance by Van Morrison?
Yeah.
And I said, well, of course I am. I love this song. But you know, it's a lot of lyrics. You might see me really peeking down there because I just don't want to get a little tongue-tied here. But you ready to go? You sure? You sure, Sean? Okay, good. All right, I got to get I'm channeling Van Morrison. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Well, it's marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound that the breezes that blow. You know, I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. You know, the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. You know, the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Can't wait till the morning has come. You know, I know the time is just right, and straight into your arms I will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure you're never alone. Then and then all my dreams will come true, dear. Then and then I will make you my own. And every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. And I know how much you want me, that you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just have one more romance with you, my love? Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my Thanks. Another song that I love, and it has Moon in the title. What? Yes, it has Moon in the title. It's by, oh my gosh, Neil Young. You all know Neil Young, right? By the way, Neil Young recently became a citizen. He's not young anymore. Oh, Sean, you're such a jokester. You're such a jokester. Yeah, he always prided himself on being Canadian, but he had a little trouble with like some things that he was kind of smoking, and so he got a little mad at the Canadian government, and now recently became a citizen of the United States. That's a little fun fact. So anyway, one of his iconic songs that I love is Harvest Moon. So here's my take on Harvest Moon. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing in the light. We know where music's playing. Let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. I want to celebrate, see it shining in your eye. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. On this harvest moon. You know, when I was first getting into all of this stuff, and over a year and a half ago already, Anthony, is when we did my first show, and you were part of that. And this is a song from that, and I wanted to include this song. First of all, it's about leaves. But, you know, I do have a little soft spot in my heart for Dinah Krall, and I love some of her arrangements. And I love the way she's done this arrangement, and it's called California Dreamin'. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I were in LA. California dreaming on a winter's day. Stopped into a church I passed along the way. Got down on my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher likes the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. such a winter's day, on such a winter's day, on such a winter's day. I almost forgot to thank you, Sean, and you did that nice bow. I'm so sorry. So the next song, you might have noticed your cocktail napkins tonight I provided to the Manor Mill. Because I feel we need a little spookiness. Halloween's, you know, my neighbors are all decorated already. It's like amazing to me. But you know, this is a song I'm going to do. It's called I Put a Spell on You. And you know what? This was by Screamin' Jay Hawkins. And I don't, Meyer, do you know this story about this song? He wanted this to actually be a love ballad, okay? And you know, so they were all excited. They're gonna go in the studio that night and they're gonna make a beautiful love ballad. Well, as it turns out, here comes the producer. And the producer, you know what? He comes in carrying some ribs, some chicken, and then he brought in a whole bunch of booze. And now, the version I'm going to sing is what came out of that night in the recording studio. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. You better stop the things you're doing. I tell ya, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. You know I can't stand it. You're running around. You know better, Daddy. I can't stand it 'cause you put me down. Oh no, I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh. You know, I love ya. I love ya. I love ya. I love ya anyhow. And I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, yeah. Don't do this around me. All right, we're going to tone it down a little bit. We're going to do a nice little song. Now we're going back to 1948, but the reason I chose it, it's actually, the words are very sad. It's a sad song, but we're going to put a little facet to it, but it's called Haunted Heart. Get it? For the season, right? Okay, here we go. In the night, though we're apart, there's a ghost of you within my haunted heart. Ghost of you, my last romance. Lips that laugh, eyes that dance. Haunted heart, won't let me be. Dreams repeat a sweet but lonely song to me. Dreams are dust if you must belong to me. And thrill my haunted heart. Be still, my haunted heart. Won't so let me be. Dreams repeat a sweet but lonely song to me. Dreams are dust, it's you who must belong to me. And thrill my haunted heart. Be still, my haunted heart. My haunted heart. Be still, my haunted heart. Sean, that was nice. Thank you. All right, so the next song we're going to sing, you're going to recognize it, but it's called Dancing in the Moonlight. But we're going to do a little different take on it. But I have to tell you something. The person who composed it, Sherman Kelly, it was back in 1969. He went to a Caribbean island, okay? And he was just having a ball that night. You know, it's island music and everybody's dancing and everybody's having fun. But unfortunately, he was attacked by the natives. I hate to say this, and you know what? He was left for dead. And when he was in the hospital recovering, I guess he didn't hold a grudge because he wrote this fun song about dancing in the moonlight. Go figure. Isn't it fun to find these little tidbits of fact? All right, here we go. We get it almost every night when the moon is big and bright. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose. They keep things tight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's night. When the moon is big and bright, it's supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Come on, everybody. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you got to move around with that a little bit and warm up. So we got one last song and then it's the end. Okay? That's going to be it. And you guys get to go home to your nice, warm, toasty beds. So the last song I'm going to sing, lyrics once again by Johnny Mercer. And it's called My Shining Hour. And it's a great way to end the show. Okay? You ready? Let's do it. This will be my shining hour, calm and happy and bright. In my dreams your face will flower through the darkness of the night, like the lights of hope before me, or an angel watching o'er me. This will be my shining hour till I'm with you again. Like the lights of home before me, or an angel watching o'er me. This will be my shining